Have you ever wanted to know more about the housing market in your area because you're thinking of buying or selling? Then you watch a video on a market report, and when it's done, you're more confused than before you watched it? I know I have. So today, I'm going to go over the current market for the Bullitt County area and what it means for you as a buyer or a seller. I'm Connie Brown, a realtor with Knob and Key in the Louisville area, and I want to unpack all the data with you to see what it really means when reviewing the latest market report from the Greater Louisville Association of Realtors. When we pull up the data, we can see that the new listings are down 28.7%. What does this mean for Bullitt County sellers? Well, what it means is that as a seller, your home is a hot commodity because there isn't a lot of inventory. In fact, the month's supply of inventory is only 1.3. In a neutral market, the month's supply is about 6 months. So why are listings down? Well, the reason new listings are down is because fewer and fewer people are putting their homes on the market. And there's several reasons for that. But one factor is that over 80% of the American public has a mortgage rate of 4% or less. And with mortgage rates now hovering at or near 7%, many people are wanting to hold on to that mortgage and not lose that low rate. So they're not taking on a new mortgage on a home and they're staying put. That being said, if you're moving out of state, relocating for a job, or you've outgrown your home, or decided you're ready to downsize, you have something that a lot of people are looking for: housing. So let's take a deeper look into this data. First thing that you should know is that all data is for the previous month. So while this video is being made in June, we're discussing May's data. In May, we can see that the new listings were down 28.7%, as mentioned before. But cumulative days on the market is up over 240%. Sounds kind of crazy, right? So year over year, from May 2022 to May 2023, the average days on the market changed considerably. In 2022, the average days on the market was 15 days. You remember, we were in that crazy market where people were buying anything they could get their hands on as fast as they could get it, paying over asking price and without inspections because interest rates were low. Now buyers are choosier because mortgage rates are near 7%. So even though there is inventory shortage and people need homes, sellers might have to be patient as their home may sit on the market just a little longer. That's why it's so important to price your home right at the start. We are no longer in the market where you can throw your house up for a crazy price just to see if it sells, because we can see from the 240% increase that that's not going to happen. If you truly want to sell your home in this market, my best advice is to spruce up your home. I have a video that you can link to below on how to get your house ready to sell. But back to pricing it right. That is the main component to getting your house sold in this market. Price it right and get the right real estate agent that knows how to guide you to the right price. Okay, going back to some of the data and looking at more of these numbers, we know the inventory is low. We know the days on the market has gone up exponentially. But where are the prices? Have prices started to go down? Have sellers completely missed their opportunity? Let's take a look at the prices year over year. If we look at the median sales price from May of 22 to May of 2023, you may be thinking that prices have started to go down because the houses are sitting on the market longer. But that's not what we're finding. The data is showing that the median price is up 7.3% year over year. Why is that? Well, there's still low inventory. And because there's a low inventory, houses are sitting on the market a little bit longer, buyers are choosier. This also gives buyers a little bit more negotiation power. Where we were finding some of this negotiation power is not so much in the price, and that's why you're seeing prices stay up or even increasing a little bit. Where we're finding the negotiation power is on closing costs and buy down points. The buy down points are a great way for a buyer because if you find a home that you really want, but you don't love these interest rates, you can get a house that you want and get the rates down a little bit. So back in 2022, when we look at the list price received for homes, It was 100.6%. So what that means is if you listed your price, you were pretty much going to get that price or above. And in 2023, the list price received is at 98.1%. That's down just 2.5%. But that being said, even though the list price is still a little less, the housing prices are still going up 7.3%. So, what does all this mean in the grand scheme for a buyer and a seller in Bullitt County? What it means is if you're wanting to sell, now is a great time to sell because of the low inventory. You have something valuable that others want. So if you really want to sell, you don't let misleading headlines and information keep you from selling. As long as you're making the right decisions when selling, you will most likely get your home sold. It's mostly about pricing it right. So make sure you're asking the right price if you want to sell your home. And if you are a buyer in Bullitt County and you're wanting to buy a home, find the home that you want. Make sure that with the current interest rates, you can afford that home. You hear people say a lot, marry the house, date the rate. And I totally agree with that. As long as when you marry that house, you have a mortgage rate that you can have a long-term relationship with. Don't overpay for a home thinking that you'll be able to refinance it in a year or two. We don't know where the interest rates will go. Of course, there's speculation that they will come down again, but none of us has a crystal ball. You must purchase based on what you can afford in your home today. I want to stress that this market data just shows that if you're renting right now, that now is the time to buy a home and invest in your future. As you can see from the data, the prices have increased 7.3%. That could be your investment. Don't pay for someone else's mortgage. If you found this video valuable, then please do me a favor and click on the like button, or I would be honored if you would subscribe. Also, for more valuable information about selling your home in this market, watch my next video here.